down the road here. This first thing we want to do is called Wild Wind. And it's from an EP we put out a while ago called Wild Wind. That sound cool?
You want to get right into it?
Yeah. 3, 4. Shaking my head too often. How am I supposed to see it yet? That my mistakes something after my plan. Oh, my friend. It's the wild wind that's always rushing my back. In the way I go now, it's all in how my attachments show themselves. I'll tell you all about my dreams, babe, but you already hear me now. Oh, talking to my old lovers and the beasts that say they know what's right. As the morning light comes shining, like the old days coming past, feel inside my memory that fills up my glass. It's the wild wind that's always rushing my back, and the way I go now, it's all in how my attachments show themselves. Wild wind that's always rushing my back, and the way I go now, it's all in how my attachments show themselves. That's the title track to an EP that we put out several years ago now. Yeah.
Called Wild Wind.
It was a little gusty today, so I figured we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah,
There's some wild winds out there today.
there was. It's that time of year.
Well, cool. Let's do Get Out and Run.
Cool.
This is a song Katie Rose wrote. But I always joke and say,
we should have sent it to Saucony or Asics or Nike, you know, and seeing if they wanted to use the hook as a jingle, you know, get out and run.
I didn't know what Saucony was for a long time, actually.
It's like it's a niche trainer, you know, a niche training shoe.
I'll take your word for it.
See, licensing is where it's at these days.
Right, you know, you gotta.
Seriously.
Or Hokas?
Hoka is a new one. We might try them out.
There you go. Hit 'em up.
It's got a good pep to it. You could get a good jog into this one. This is like one of our jogging tunes.
Yeah. That's what I hear from you after taking your time alone. While my mind is on a different track, baby, 'cause I ain't been attached to any home. I know you won't understand the stagger around, 'cause your fool heart's heavy, it's about to hit the ground. Oh, the feeling out west wasn't enough to shine your boots. Now when there are streets that shine like gold when it's raining, so get out and run, get out and run, get out and run, well, get out and run. No, you don't have to break your back, not for me. We never meant to take it this far and too deep. For the chance to take it all, you bought your ticket south, where those streets shine like gold when it's raining. So get out and run, well, get out and run, 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 get out and run.
Cool. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Do you need to turn it? How does it sound okay?
Sounds great.
Sounds
I mean,
good.
we're not amplified, so there's not like a whole lot we can do, but I mean, there's some things we can do. Yeah.
Sounds fine. Sounds awesome.
Cool.
It does.
We brought the whole system, you know. I brought my Technics rig or whatever. I didn't know what
Yeah.
the situation was. But,
Yeah, smoke machines.
you know, I just got a new fogger, but
Yeah, Hyatt was like, I'm not into it.
You don't have lasers, we're out of here.
Hyatt made the executive decision to be like, no, I'm gonna
stripped down.
He's always just killing
Hyatt
the fun.
Is the great, he's the governor.
Hyatt.
He's got a lot of class.
Hey, this could be a good segue into a next song. Why don't we do it? Let's do a John for Hyatt.
Oh.
A song for Hyatt. John
Let's
Hyatt.
do
too.
it.
Oh, there we
Yes,
go.
I love that idea. When we were storing some of our stuff over in one of the offices over here, Shelly's office, and we saw a John Hyatt set list, and we're big fans of John Hyatt. And one of his more recent records, if not the most recent record, has a song on there called "I'm in Asheville," and it's such a beautiful song.
That's where Warren Haynes grew up from.
Was that?
Asheville?
Saying that's where Warren Haynes
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh,
does a Christmas concert every year, except for this one because of
because of the hurricane. Yeah. Well, so yeah, we sent
They
this
were going
out.
to do a Christmas concert, right?
Nice.
That's
Well,
cool. Yeah, Warren's so cool. That seems like a cool part of the country. I want to go at some point. I haven't been.
either. But anyway, so this is our version of "I'm in Asheville." I'm in Asheville. I'm sorry. Guess I really dropped the ball. These games we were playing, thought I'd given it my all.
But Dustin,
Hey,
but
what's up?
I wish that do you know who when was Warren Haynes' last Christmas jam show?
I wonder.
2
What did
years
they do
ago.
it a couple of years ago?
2 years ago Christmas.
Cool.
But he put an album called Volume 20.
Okay.
He's a big fan.
That's great. I know Warren's so good. I saw him with Government Mule open for my favorite band, the Black Crows.
Oh, yeah,
Oddly Freed is?
Yeah. And
Oddly Freed. He's a lot older than Warren, right?
oh yeah, I at least I maybe one generation above or whatever. I mean maybe 10 years. I don't know. But I love that name drop. Oddly Freed is the man. He's so cool.
When you're like
Whenever I look up how old he
15
is,
or
it doesn't
16,
say.
Right.
yeah,
That's
10
true.
years is a
They had
lot.
that expansive time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Oddly Freed played with the Black Crows on some tours, and I saw him play with like Chris Robinson, who was in the Black Crows, and of course he's popular with Sheryl Crow's probably his main gig at this point.
And Government Mule, he played
All
with
the
Government
Crows.
Mule.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's some of our
Ozzy
favorite
Freed
stuff.
knows Jamie Johnson too.
That's like some of our inspiration. Katie and I met in Salt Lake City, and we were working at a bookstore, and started chit-chatting about Dylan and poetry and stuff. But one of our main things was Chris and Rich Robinson came out with that Brothers of a Feather record, where it's just the two of them. And that's kind of like where we got to, we're like, we should play music together and try to sing, and we got so inspired by them, and I consider that a big influence on us even starting to play music,
For sure.
and yeah, good times, good times.
The 2-cylinder engine kit.
Yeah. I think we'd like to pull out a new song here.
Sure.
Fresh.
Like so fresh.
The tires still have those little bead nodules on them. They haven't
Like
even been worn off.
factory,
Yeah.
We're in the breaking in phase. But no, we appreciate you for being here to listen to this song. Which
Yeah.
one is it?
What's that?
Which one is it gonna be?
What's to tell me? Cool. These are kind of tentative titles and stuff. They're so fresh. We don't know what we're gonna call them truly. But this one we might call "Tell Me, Tell Me."
Tell me 2 times.
Tell me, comma, tell me. So tell me 2 times, maybe even.
Which sounds
Tell me
like
2
a-
times, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might run into some confusion there.
Yes.
But anyway, if you hear a lyric that pops out at you or whatever, I guess we're taking suggestions.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Anyway, this was composed by Miss Katie Rose not too long ago. It's called, well, we're all going to decide that at some
Yeah.
point.
Tell me what it's called.
There you go.
Let's see. 2, 2, 3, 4.
The hotel lobby was crowded. I had the heat cracking on.
in a
right
safe
away.
place
Yeah.
here. We're among friends.
Heart So Alone
Oh yeah.
or Into It Now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Noted. Yeah, I was thinking of like Into It, you know.
So alone.
Yeah,
Could
so
be the
alone,
hotel
simple.
lobby,
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll have to
We're
put 'em
whittling
in,
the
we'll
wood
have
a
to
little
put 'em
more.
in a hat and pull
So we're
them out.
really, yeah. We'll polish up our little, boxcar. One of those little cars. You remember the Scouts when, had the rubber band powered car? Well, we're whittling the wood and we're polishing and we're putting, and that's my analogy.
Oh, the Boy Scouts.
The
Yeah.
pine,
Pine
You're gonna
Derby.
have to.
Pinewood
Derby.
Derby.
Yeah, Pinewood Derby. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Every year that was an opportunity to get a new
My
tool.
son used
Yeah,
Right.
that's awesome.
yeah.
We could have the Pinewood Springs Derby,
Yeah.
like with full size.
Music and Pinewood Derby. Music fest. Then everyone's got to bring their
Oh, there you go.
Pinewood thing.
Yeah.
Pinewood Springs is just up the road.
That sounds cool. I think we might be on something. Well, let's see here. That was a fresh one. We'll dig back in here. I guess if we're going to do one of our newest songs, we'll do our earliest song. This is a tune that Katie and I came up with early on. It's kind of the first thing we ever did together. And it's called They Run Together. Let's see what we got here.
I know we have a lot of songs about running.
Yeah, it's just
No kidding.
Yeah.
Constantly trying to run away from the thoughts in our brain.
No.
I mean, you're running to something.
At least you do it together. You're not
That's
running
true.
away from each other.
Yeah.
That's true.
We need to get a tandem bike.
Hey.
That's a little too much.
Days feel the same as they run together. I march through the city with the head full of fires. Down this lonely road, I don't feel so lonely. It's only the face of time against me. Now there are places I would like to be. Necessity's got a hold on me, and I'm stuck in the meantime. There are many things I'd like to see, but I just can't figure out how to be in two places at one time. Wishing that I could just many things I'd like to see, but I just can't figure out how to be in two places at one time. Wishing that I could just
I keep like turning this up and down like it matters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I better turn my volume down before I tune.
That's funny. I can still.
We record our music at home and we self-release it, and we have a whole batch of songs that we're hoping to release later on in this new year. And should we do another one of those?
Fresh one? Let's do it.
No, okay, how fresh it is. Within or something?
Oh, yeah. This one's relatively fresh. We got it pulled it out of the garage a few times this summer and stuff. And we've yet to record it or release it. But this is another Katie Rose composition called Within.
Sort of like it puts it in the context of like a you, me, and the devil makes three type of thing. But it's, sort of about not being too freaked out by the pure light within you. And following your heart and let your spirit be your guide. It's called Within.
Well, the sky held the color of a lipstick in her
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Very nice. This is a tune that I wrote. There was a small interim of time when I was finding us a permanent residence, a more permanent residence here in Colorado. I was staying in an extended stay hotel off I-25. And I was listening to a lot of John Lee Hooker, in particular that John Lee Hooker and Canned Heat first record.
Oh,
And but yeah, I was listening to a lot of blues, and I was missing my lady, and I was hanging out in this small little hotel room, wearing out my extended stay welcome, and we always say, yeah, we wore out our extended stay welcome.
Yeah, we moved to Colorado really, really quickly. We, to kind of give you a brief excerpt of the saga, our house was the place we were living in Salt Lake City, which is where I'm from, and it's where we met. Our place was broken into on a Friday. My car was totaled on a Sunday.
Sign everywhere.
Well, and then I'm actually like trying to think. It was so very quick. And then
Yeah.
we moved.
We had come out to some shows in Colorado, and we were like, oh, wouldn't that be cool, you know, to be out there. And we started playing a little more together and stuff, and then, yeah, a series of unfortunate events
And
made
we
us
had
jump
some
off the...
connections, so it wasn't like completely random, but we had some connections here. And then we moved Dustin out on a Monday, and then a few months later I came around.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a very interesting part.
All in all, long story short, this is how that's the story of this next song. It's called The Extended Stay Blues. Wake up in the morning, got a sunrise through the shades. I wake up in the morning with that sunrise through the shades. Off of I-25 in some hotel in which I've been staying. My rose ain't here because the petals blew away. Well, my rose ain't here, and all the petals blew away. Well, my baby's gone, put her on the California Zephyr train. In the winter days, they tend to quickly turn to night. Well, the winter days, they quickly turn to night. Well, all the thoughts in my head turn to words, but they're ones that don't come out right. I gotta wait on another day to give my bones away. Gotta wait on another day to give my bones away to you. Wake up in the morning, still got that sunrise coming in through my polyester shades. I wake up in the morning, though my mind's a million miles away. Off of I-25 in some hotel in which I've been staying. My rose ain't here, why? Because its petals blew away. Well, my rose ain't here because
I'm waiting on another day. I can't give my bones away. Gotta wait on another day to give my bones away to you.
Thanks.
And if you're wondering, it is 15 hours from Denver to Salt Lake on the California Zephyr.
Yeah.
Very long.
Yeah.
It's
If you don't
great.
get-
It's great until like the last hour.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful
beautiful,
way to
but
travel.
get a little antsy.
But then towards the end, it's just like, what? No. Stop it with this train. Get me off of it.
The old California Zephyr. Anyone done the California Zephyr thing? Cool.
It's
It's
great.
fun.
It's
It's-
super fun.
If you got extra time, and yeah.
Accolades, the Silver Dome cars.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Were those kind of the observational
Yeah.
ones? Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
That was awesome.
Actually,
Just
for
before
like
Amtrak. Yeah.
Yeah.
the first part, I've never ridden the train before, so the first part I like was in my own little booth
Yeah.
until they came around with like checking your tickets, and then they were like, oh no, you got to go up to where just the seats are.
Oh, cool. So you got a couple hours of
I did.
first
I
class.
did get a first couple hours. That was like to Glenwood Springs,
And
and
they
then
got
they
you.
kicked me out of that area.
That's the best part of the ride, though.
I
to
know.
Denver.
Yeah. And in the winter, and it's steaming and stuff on the springs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yep.
That's true.
Good memories.
Good times.
Good times.
Let's do Dry Leaves in the Fire. Since I got my capo on.
What is it?
Do you need one?
No, well, no, I got one. I had to think though about it.
Yeah, we'll play a couple more, take a break, we can wet our whistles, get some more taco soup, maybe a brownie.
Sure.
Go crazy.
Yeah, this one's called Dry Leaves in the Fire. It's actually from our most recent full-length release that we put out a few years, or gosh, oh my gosh, we've been going on a few years now.
What, the record?
Yeah, we released it
The
in
passage of
2021.
time ever so swiftly rolls by.
Which we do have some CDs. This is one of the tracks from our most recent release, which we have here.
What album is this off of?
An album called Endless Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have to think about that.
Endless Time by Big Mountains, right?
Many Mountains.
Many Mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
2, 3, 4.
That makes sense.
Scissors are sharp, but they're not ready for the last and hold so quickly.
more tune, take a swift little break.
Wet our whistles.
This is a song called Endless Time.
It's the title track to our most recent release.
Don't worry about me, I have endless time, I have endless time. It's staring at me up ahead. I have endless time, and it's all for you. Millions of minutes if you want to. Don't worry about me, I'm a big mistake. I'm a big mistake staying around here too long. I'm a big mistake, but I'm right for you. I'm grateful and going if you want me to. Don't worry about me, I'm a call to arms, I'm a call to arms if you need a shot. I'm a call to arms, and I'll fight for you. I'd strike wild and soldier on if you need me to. Don't worry about me, I'm a heaven knows, I'm a heaven knows if the stars burn out. I'm a heaven knows, and it might be you. I'd love you forever if you need me to. Don't worry about me, I have endless time, I have endless time. It's staring at me up ahead. I have endless time, and it's all for you. Millions of minutes if you
All right.
The band is gonna start, so.
Yeah. We got some tuxedo cake, some
Yeah.
birthday cake,
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was.
taco soup, and a cerveza. I'm ready to roll. In that order.
There we go.
Well, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and play a few more tunes for you. Thank y'all for the hospitality, Miss Shelley,
Yes.
and thank y'all for
Yeah.
listening.
So much. Yeah,
We're having a good old time. This is incredible.
really, really special.
I will never forget this. This is cool. But yeah, we can get back to it. Let's do Distant to Mythical. Does that sound cool?
This is, we put out our first release of music in 2013. So our first EP had its 10th birthday last year.
Nice.
Crazy, I know, so wild.
Seems like 11 months, but it's been
Yeah. Like I
11
said,
years.
we record ourselves and self-release. So these are all, you know, it's like these little home births.
Oh,
We
totally.
have.
Yeah, these little musical spats of imagination that we, you know, we're lucky. We got a laptop and we got a mic that we can, and an interface we can plug into the laptop. And
Especially at the beginning when we released this first EP, we were very, I think we had like a trial thing.
I
of
had
the-
like a trial version of a software called Ableton Live, which is a way you can
nice.
you know, record. And but it was limited, you know. They wanted you to buy the full version, so you do 4 tracks, and they'd be like, "Well, you could add a 5th track, but it's gonna cost you." And we're like, "Oh, well, let's keep it constricted, and
Yeah, we'll do it.
we'll
real
just deal with the
low-key.
4 tracks."
Yeah.
So that's yeah.
Yeah. So this track is from that little piece of work, and it's called "Distant and Mythical." much. That was there was this place down in Denver called Leela's, and it was a 24-hour diner that unfortunately didn't survive the pandemic, but it was like off 13th and Stout or something like that, 13th in California. Anyway,
Hardcore.
it's a wonderful place. Yeah, a wonderful place right downtown. And I was sitting there in a, early morning, late night type of scenario, and trying to write a song. And Tom Waits came on the radio, and then that song just sort of poured right out of me. It was that doesn't happen often. Those songs are very special when they just kind of come out. But yeah, that's where Distant and Mythical came from. Definitely inspired by Tom Waits. Well, in a conversation that we had talking about writing sad songs, I guess that's where the chorus came from.
Yeah,
Writing
I remember
songs.
that.
And being fond of sad songs, I could just stand here and sing sad songs until everybody was sick of it.
Until everyone was happy.
Yeah, which probably wouldn't take long. But yeah.
Well, this one's called "What's the Difference?" And it's still a good question, so we keep on playing it here.
Well, and it's one that I was working at a donut shop, and then I lost my job at the donut shop. And it's not a great feeling when you lose your job at the donut shop.
No way, man! I miss those maple bacon bars.
So Voodoo Donuts?
No, it was
kind of
called,
like that.
Well, it was called Dizzy's Donuts after Dizzy Gillespie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just off of like Arapahoe in Boulder.
It's kind of over by where Black Belly is.
Yeah, that's actually exactly where Black Belly is. It's where, the guy who, the boss, or my boss who owned Dizzy's Donuts and the guy who owned Black Belly would like get into it sometimes.
Yeah.
They weren't very friendly with one another. But it was good. And he called me up. I worked from like Wednesday to Sunday or something, and he called me on a Tuesday night and said, "I'm not opening up the shop tomorrow, so good luck."
Yeah.
And it kind of messed me up because I've been working since I was just a kid, and that was the first time that I was kind of left high and dry there. But I went home and I wrote this song, and it's called "What's the Difference?" Finding my wish deep in the well, it's like shining
circles like it's a norm, instead of searching for something that sets life apart. Now what's the difference when things fail to start? Going off on a southbound train, in my head far and strange. I'll be driving the same streets again. It's been weeks since I lost my heart, walking in circles like it's a norm, instead of searching for something that sets life apart. Now what's the difference when things fail to start? Now tell me, what's the difference when things fail to start?
Wow.
Yeah, that song puts me right back to that time and place. It's very, very visceral too. Well, I think speaking of I guess songs that all of our songs are of course very personal to us. But there's a song that I wrote somewhat recently that I don't often feel like playing to a crowd, because it's a very personal, it's a deeply personal song. But I think that we'll play it tonight.
Cool. What is it?
The song is called The Long Goodbye. Yeah, the song is called The Long Goodbye, and it's about a friend of mine. It's about a lot of other things, but I'm generally reticent to talk about everything that it's about, because I'll let you interpret it as you will. But it is written with love to a dear friend of mine. It encompasses a lot of different feelings and emotions that expressed itself in this way. So. share that song. Yeah, like I said, it's not one that I'm. It doesn't feel like a one that you just share in a bar room setting, not not to say that those settings aren't special.
Special
but
one, yeah.
It's more of a sacred tune. So thank you for letting me share
Thank
that
you.
with you guys.
Thank you.
What do you think, Dustin Moran, about song writing?
I think it's
And
awesome.
I'll interview you.
I love it.
Dustin writes some of my favorite songs, and actually maybe we'll do one of my favorite songs of yours.
Okay. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
What do you think?
Done well?
Done you wrong. Cool. This is a hindsight's 2020 type of number that I wrote a little while ago, circa 2018 or something. I found my capo. There it is, right front pocket. And it's about hindsight 2020, wishing we would have acted a little different. You know, constant state of becoming, living and learning, and hopefully becoming better. You know. And there's this line in it that I was seeing this girl in high school, and her dad was elusive and an interesting, enigmatic figure, and we always thought he was in the CIA, and I asked him if he was in the CIA, and he said, yeah. I said, well, if you're in the CIA, and he's like, the best way to deceive is to tell the truth. I was like, ooh, the best way to deceive is to tell the truth, so I fit it into this one. And that's like a little footnote about that lyric. But it goes like this. Well, I've done pretty good while you've been gone, though I had to find a new way and street to move along. I always end up in the same old place. People see me and expect to see your face. I have to tell them before too long about how I never should have done you wrong. Now I called up your sister after a few days, but I could tell she still didn't know that we parted ways. You're so preoccupied, couldn't relay the news. Heading on down to the record store to pick me up some blues. I need to hear myself a sad song about how I never should have done you wrong. Now if I could do it all again, guys. I'd like to introduce you to our honorary third member tonight, Hyatt. Holding it down.
It's like
Hyatt plays with all the bands.
beloved thing. I love that. Oh, so sweet.
He doesn't usually sleep with them though.
He's got his eyes open.
Soaking in the chill vibes.
He's liking it. Yeah.
Was to Out of Control, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
We put out our most recent full-length recording. It's called Endless Time. We recorded it during lockdowns. We went on tour February of 2020, and it was, you know, a leap year, and we went down Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, into New Orleans, and then back up. And right as everything was locking down, we were coming back, because Dustin's family lives in New Orleans, so we stayed there for about 5 extra days, and then came back up when everything was closing down, and you were hearing, like, your music will never be what we ever know.
Yeah.
And it was like this twilight zone. We're
You know,
driving
in that
through,
first.
you know, East Texas and through all the way back to Oklahoma and whatever. We were in Oklahoma, and they were like, oh, you might not be able to get back into Colorado.
Yeah, it was that
You know?
hysteria state
Yeah,
where they were like, they
just
might
everything.
block state by state, and
Yeah.
And
Freaking
so anyway, we get home, and I remember it was Friday the 13th we got home, and then we had a show Saturday, Sunday. We had one Monday, but you know, everything, it was like dominoes after that. It was just all.
that was it.
But so then we were like, well, this is perfect time to record, you know. And this song is I guess a pandemic tune. It's called Out of Control, and everything, you know, felt out of control, and you're just trying to find the center, you know, going back to like just the middle way of everything, you know, the circle of just like going up and down, up and down, up and down. But if you can find that middle path, that's where we try to be, and with our best efforts. And I guess this song is sort of about that aspect of feeling out of control, but then, you know, keeping in touch with like reality and what's real.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love seems to be a common aspect of like getting back to what's real, and I guess that's what that sort of is.
Cool. I didn't know that.
That's great.
Learn something new every day, Dustin.
Sure do. 2, 1, 2, 3. think we'll play a couple more here. It's been a pleasure to do so. Thanks for
Oh, thank you guys so
listening.
much.
This is
It's
great.
really been
and yeah, it's been
so special.
we play a good bit during the summers and stuff, do the brewery circuit and some festivals and stuff. But it's been about a month or so since we've been able to play these songs together, and it feels good. It's so much
It feels
fun.
really great.
The
Yeah.
best.
Yeah, and it's so nice to share it with you guys. Thank you again for being here and being part of this community. It's so important to have. So we appreciate it.
Totally. This is another song about basking in a fleeting moment. This one's called "What Used to Be," and it's a song I wrote a few years ago. At this point,
It's also on Endless Time.
it's on Endless Time. I don't know the track number, but yeah, it goes like this. At the end of the night, before the break of the day, let's ignore the flag. Love didn't go our way. Honey, I can tell. Now when you look at me, you see only a shell of what used to be. What used to be was a man that you could hold on to. What used to be was a friend, one that you could trust. What used to be was a place that you could belong to. What used to be, well, it's now just a speck of dust. Let's remember the feeling now that it ceased to exist. I nearly wrecked the car. You reached to give me that kiss. At first I took it hard. It's sort of hard to believe. My mind keeps reverting back to what used to be. What used to be was a man that you could hold on to. What used to be was a friend, one that you could trust. What used to be was a place that you could belong to. What used to be, call it now just a speck of dust. What used to be was a man that you could hold on to. What used to be was a friend, one that you could trust. What used to be was a place that you could belong to. What used to be, well, it's now just a speck of dust. What used to be, it's now just a speck of one more. That we should play.
Which is gonna be.
What's that?
Which is gonna be.
Yeah. It's always a tough go.
We were just kind of going with the flow, you know, whatever kind of struck us.
I've got my road map, which I abandoned and went out into the wilderness with a bit. But let's do Dark Nights, Dark Mornings.
Okay.
We end with that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that sounds fine. To me. Sometimes I have to think about it. This song is about all of the weird things you think about when you suffer from insomnia, and it's 2:30 in the morning and you can't go to sleep. So you think about weird things. It was also during the pandemic, so you thought about really weird things. That's awesome to remember. Yeah. So anyway, this is called Dark Nights, Dark Mornings.
You have trouble sleeping.
While these bad thoughts, is it my bad luck or just my reputation? And whether it's my time or there's no time, I don't see how it makes a difference to me. 'Cause I keep staying in this place even though it makes me sad and lonely. It's the city lights that keep me from getting any sleep. And should I break down in some old town, I might find a way to end things differently. But in these dark nights and dark mornings, nothing seems to be more comforting. And trying to figure it out when there's no room for doubt or blanket information. And trying to figure out time and what's coming down the line while interpreting images in front of me. 'Cause I keep pacing in the halls of what lies beyond self-discovery. There's so many things I take to find a sense of release. If I had another view of my vision through, I might take the signs more seriously. But in these dark nights and dark mornings, they all see in me. And I know that it's hard watching it pile up like snow in the yard. Wanted a new way to see a new day and make it or break it to say. While these bad thoughts, is it my bad luck or just my reputation?
Yeah, this is great.
Benny Mountain. My name is Katie Rose Nelson, and this is Dustin Moran. And we hope to see you again.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Stay well.
Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you for the
thank you guys again for hosting.
Big time. Big time.
Gotta figure out time to do it.
And we would like to see you again.
What's that?
I said we would like to see you.
Yeah, well, we'll just need to come hang out on the next one in February or whatever, you know?
Yeah, come on out to that. But, I think
William shows up for the music.